Song number one is called Where Do You Go? I guess this could be considered our first prog rock song. It started with Chris Gormley playing a drum beat in a weird time signature. John Angus joined in playing a funky guitar lick reminiscent of Physical Graffiti era Led Zeppelin. I had a million fragments of songs lying around from my pandemic year of writing from home. Every song I write on acoustic guitar sounds kind of folky, so it was an interesting challenge trying to fit these types of melodies over this eccentric and very much electric rock song. We were jamming in John Angus's attic in Hamilton, Ontario. John Angus on a Gibson SG through a practice amp, me on my dad's wine-colored Guild acoustic guitar, Jack on an old beat-up classical guitar, and Chris on John Angus's son's Elliot's tiny drum kit. On a side note, the sight of a 6'4", 44-year-old man on a drum kit built for a 7-year-old serves to instantly lighten the mood of any work environment or creative endeavor. We woodshedded the idea for a few hours. I massaged the lyrics and melodies over top of a complicated groove. We worked it up to a point where it was about 70% finished. The song had a lot of changes, and it would be difficult to get it to a place where it would make sense to both the band and the listener. I co-wrote a lot of my lyrics for this album with Chris Kirby, a very talented songwriter / song doctor and a very good friend of mine from Newfoundland. I was having a hard time finishing this tune, and I brought it to Chris during one of our many pandemic Wednesday Zoom songwriting sessions. I was watching a lot of documentaries on cults at the time and was feeling skeptical, fascinated, and totally weirded out by the self-help industrial complex and the types of people who end up joining cults. So the lyrics kind of came from the perspective of the kind of person who ends up joining a cult. I guess this is our first Don't Join a Cult song. My biggest challenge was getting the cadence and the rhythm to the verse melody right. Every line starts after the one in the bar. It took me a while to get it, but eventually I got it. All this being said, it's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's weird and wonderful, and I love the words. I hope you like it too.